Hey, folks.
Good morning.
How's it going?
Yeah,
I
good.
don't think I can hear you, Carl.
I'm here.
There you go. I think George is not going to make it today.
Yes, that is my understanding. Oh my god, why is my Discord window fucked?
Why can't I hear anything?
I can
Because
hear you.
Magic?
Well, actually, I guess that's not helpful to the person that can't hear anything.
That's okay. It's good for mocking purposes.
There we go. Okay.
Boop.
Beep beep.
Oh, my tea water's ready. I'll be right back.
Oh my god, tea water. It's like smart water, but hot.
Actually, I wonder what would happen if you boiled smart water to make tea. You think the water quality is? Never mind. I'm gonna stop already.
Gross. You could make sweet tea without sugar.
What?
What?
If you boiled smart water, isn't smart water the really gross sugary shit?
No.
Oh.
Are you talking about vitamin water?
Oh, you're
yeah.
thinking of vitamin water, which is funny
Yeah.
because when you think of vitamin water versus smart water is the name, for some reason I would think that smart water is the one with the sugar.
Yeah.
Vitamin water would be healthy for you. The
Uh-huh.
vitamin water is trash for you. Like, it's really bad. Anyways.
But it says vitamins.
Yeah, well,
The vitamin of sugar.
so do vitamin gummy bears, but you probably shouldn't eat too many of those either.
Hi, Hans. You're muted, Hans.
Not quite sure what I just walked back in on.
I mean,
Vitamin
stand up?
water.
Question mark.
I mean,
It seems pretty
maybe.
normal for us.
Got it. Check.
Yeah.
Check mic
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Go
No, Hans, you can go first.
Friday was stuff and things. So let's see. So Friday, we went through and had some conversations in the morning. Continued to do more Steam release stuff. Went through, cleaned up some of the Steam deploy pipeline stuff. Played the game a bunch, and then got a build out in the afternoon, which was nice. So we got that done today. I think I'm going to focus on getting the dry run of the Steam build and publish process written up, and then move on to the metrics task to start working on the Kibana side of that. So whenever we're ready to work on the other side, we can start to build out what those metrics look like. That's probably the main thing. Over the weekend, I played around some with the current asteroid models, and I don't know enough. I don't know enough yet to figure out how to fix that. So I was gonna maybe spend some time if I get boring time tonight after everybody goes to bed to futz around with that, but we'll see. Yeah, I now pass it to Brandon.
Oh, God, got me. All right, so Friday, after all of our conversations, spent a little bit of time drafting up some ideas for the approval resource and quest generation system. Remember that I owed Carl some narrative tracks, then went to the doctor and proceeded to stay there forever. It was a nightmarishly long time there, so I kind of lost a lot more hours of the day, hence why I worked this weekend. Got the narrative tracks over to Tyson, so those were cleaned up and broken out in ways that were useful for him, I hope. He hasn't said that they aren't, but that's all ready to go. So today I want to fire off the emails to the streamers that we identified, and now that we have a release date, and get working on the rest of the design for that approval resource and quest generation system. And once I'm done with that, we'll move on to the card that's, as a player, I would like quests to have a narrative element. So I can have both of those meetings with George tomorrow morning, hopefully. George
Yeah, anyone
included.
heard from George?
Yeah, I got a text from him earlier today,
Yeah, me too.
which was basically, let's see, not sure if the semesters will even make it, but it looks like I'm going to be late. We're behind schedule at the border between Bosnia and Croatia. Also made one error in scheduling a tour that ended late, not realizing I have one less hour before the meeting starts. I'll be able to do planning today as normal, but I will almost certainly miss stand up.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure what he means by be able to do planning today, but
His time is all off. That's what we're
yeah,
just gonna go with.
his time is off and he's on the border playing Papers, Please.
Well, yeah, he's doing the Papers, Please
Papers,
tour.
Please in real life.
I asked him. I asked him if he was going to go to Sarajevo to do the war is.
Yeah, this war of mine.
This war of mine walking tour. And he was like,
Yikes.
no.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yikes. That's
Humor, not
spicy
humor.
meatball. Yeah.
That is humor while crying.
Yes.
Oh, and then the after hours work, if I'm feeling up to it, is I'm gonna start reshooting the gameplay trailer with
Oh, cool.
because
newer
our
looking
game
feel.
looks so much better now. So I feel like that's something we should do.
Cool.
I should do. All right. Carl, because he's smirking.
Sure. I am actually prepared today. Shockingly.
Whoa.
High fives all around.
Yesterday, which is some vague time amalgamation of Friday this plus this weekend because time has no meaning to me. I added a bunch of stuff into the credits as needed. I then did a couple design write-ups just to get stuff out of my head on the background game design stuff for planetary systems and the overall star system stuff. And then also some ideas that Ant and I had sort of talked back and forth in like random conversations about resources and how we can make sub-resources interesting but not overwhelming and crazy, and just do some stuff there. So I just wrote those up so we have that captured somewhere and can deal with it when the time is right. I then performed my duties as social media intern, doing all the posting, and I updated our LinkedIn page that I realized we hadn't updated in a long time. I put up another Facebook post. Turns out images do get likes, so just going to try and find more ways to do that. We also need to figure out how to do GIF. I was using screen to GIF, and it all turned out terrible, so I need to figure out how to do that better. Today, I need to coordinate with Tyson a little bit on the narrative trailer. He wanted to talk after the stand-up, so I'll be pinging him. And then I want to talk with Brandon. I put ads, but actually talking to him, it's more like talk Steam page and ads and just figure out what our plan for that stuff is. So I'll probably talk to Brandon about that stuff. And then I found a Houdini tutorial on making asteroids as a game asset.
I figure it can't be hard. It's just blobs.
Well, the challenge here is that one, I have no idea what will end up at the end of it, but it'll certainly help me get back into Houdini. Two, it's a year and 3 months old, and I think the node that they use in it has been deprecated, so I'll have to figure out how you do it in the new way, because that's one of the downsides of Houdini, is they change things frequently, always for the better, but it means old tutorials break.
It's like Unreal tutorials sometimes.
Yeah. So I'll be figuring that out and living my best artist life, I guess. And then whatever else needs to be done. So, and I'll actually copy and paste George's thing in here because I had that. Will.
On Friday, I did a bunch of bugs. Today, I will probably do a bunch of bugs because I am not on that many tasks. So I will Sorry, I gotta say someone's name. Someone would be Ant. No, wait, you already went. Hans.
No, I didn't. I
Ant.
no, you were right first time. don't go with your gut. What I do? Friday fixed bugs to get the build ready. Then after the build was up, changed it so it did the piece that is resource caches don't combine anymore. So if things have multiple metal, they can have multiple metal nodes on them. Like, and you need this, you need the scan. I haven't changed scanners to be more yet, so we can just play with this to see how this feels. Like, there's just sometimes there's a lot of caches on a planet, and you're like, that's cool.
Gonna make the math harder.
Yes. And then added subtypes to all things that do nothing. They're just flavor right now. So it like might say like metal parentheses nickel, metal parentheses titanium. Each cache can have a different type, which I then spent time looking up the general makeup of like, well, a desert planet, like say Mars, what is its typical material composition? What's its atmosphere made out of? What is an ice planet like Pluto or something? What is it? And I just basically followed roughly what the science says is the type of things that are there. It does nothing beyond just add some flavor to the different caches. So they're not just all just metal, metal, metal.
Cool.
That was Friday. Got that in. Over the weekend, just a little bit of stuff where I just had some time. Population actually changes now. So there is a birth rate and a death rate, like a faked time that's kind of random between like 12 to 36 hours in game second, that it will just be like, hey, based on some JSON data, was there a birth? Was some deaths? And then adjust the population. Was there a giant accident? And so just you watch the population counter actually just moves a bit as the game plays, as life goes on. And then I fixed the tooltip on food, so it shows how much food you're actually consuming again per day. Even though it doesn't come out on a per second tick, it just tells you how much like you should expect to be losing a day. That gets calculated and shown. Today I'm working on the turning cheats off, making sure if it's a shipping build, don't allow cheats. And going in and putting that everywhere it needs to be so that we don't have cheat menus and can't blow up ships and all that fun stuff in actual builds. Doing that, we'll see how long it takes me to find every place that is. Probably most of the morning, and then this afternoon, I will. What else am I on? Probably start working on the. Where was it? Messing with the system JSONs to better match intention of the visuals a bit, which doing the resource cache stuff has already started lightly touching on that, but just do a bigger pass on it. That'll probably be my day.
For you, when do you think, from a priority perspective, that the stat stuff is going to climb up the ladder for you on the client side?
Really any time at this
Okay.
point. We
All
can
right.
just start. When
Okay.
you feel it's time, it can.
Yeah, I'm going to start working on the dashboard stuff. So
Okay.
anytime you want to slot it in that makes sense from a priority perspective on the client side, go ahead and start tossing stuff in.
Okay.
I have the document I think is linked out of there that we discussed. It's linked out of that ticket, and just goes over the stuff that we proposed doing.
Yeah. I'll definitely like put the jump in probably first, and like I'll start just getting some of the top and then easier ones. Oh, you already said these first four.
Yep. I think
That's
those are the first
super
four
easy.
that I think,
yeah.
Those ones make the most sense, I think, just to get a sense of how people are playing.
Yeah. That sounds great.
Cool. And just for the stream, the four that we identified are number of jumps, number of ships at the end, and serialization use, aka did they load a save game, and what their final resources were when they finished the game. So. Thanks, Mian.
Sweet. Can we really quickly go through the validate column and just, I know we fixed a bunch of bugs and then published a build, and so I feel like a bunch of these bugs can probably move from validate into done, because, I mean, I guess we shipped them at least, so... and the validate
some
column
of these
is like...
we didn't ship. Some of these were after.
Sure. There's still just a very long list of things in validate
True.
that would be good to cut over, and so like if there's stuff we know we can move over before we play test, we should do that, and then we can play test.
All right, let's go to the
draft phase.
bottom.
Hi,
We've
Zingris.
done generating planet names and star system names. Like the data could be
Yep, I've
updated,
seen
but we actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
Validated.
What does it mean for us to go live on Steam for current playtesters? You said that's valid. Who valid?
I
Carl.
mean, I wrote what I think should be done in the
Okay.
card.
Yeah, we aligned on this last week, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
We
right.
all, yeah. Okay, cool.
Should a narrative
When
foundation?
are we going to communicate that?
Probably when we do the big marketing push around the Steam page. So
Okay,
I'll coordinate with Brandon on that stuff.
Cool.
I validated this faction and world narrative
Yeah,
foundations.
I mean
looked
this
at
thing is
those,
insane and great.
right?
A
Ship
ship.
explodes.
That
I thought I
Yes.
saw that yesterday.
it goes down. I mean, it was an easy thing, and the fact that it just wasn't adding a negative. No, it wasn't. It was just saying ship explode 15, which it needs to be negative 15.
I could play test that real quick.
Yeah, kill a ship. I mean, that's the easiest one to validate. Got a quest to use the fuel factory, and a player doesn't have it. I haven't seen this show up at all anymore. In
Yeah,
our
and
playtesting.
it
Once that
was a
fixed.
typing issue, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing, nothing can damage installations anymore. I found all those.
Oh,
At the moment, they're all gone
okay.
until we want to make it so you can repair things. And I have a crazier thing when it comes to power.
What is that? What?
The reactors don't actually just straight output like a power. Like a reactor actually outputs enough for a ship. If you want to upgrade stuff, upgrades require certain reactor upgrades. Like they just cost more.
So you specialize your ship towards a sub.
But then
special-
here's the other thing, which I brought up Car with other resources, because eventually we should branch out on like how things work. Not every reactor is the same. So
Yeah.
like you might have this reactor, which is fine, but you could have a reactor that consumes metal but produces more. Is theoretically a better reactor. And actually, more the way I think about it is less upgrades and maybe obfuscating it, just straight upgrade, just saying, hey, this outputs X number of kilowatts or whatever the hell we say, and a system just like, oh, I need a reactor that at least minimum output is X. Basically to get away from this dragging and dropping stuff, but still using it as a gate on upgrading other installations. Because the drag and drop stuff, I'm just like, I don't really need to be doing this.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah, they're like, I want this power. No, I want this power. No, I want this. Yeah, that is not as fun.
It's not, and I think there's more interesting things we can do if we could branch out how you were actually generating said power for the ship. Again, as we've talked with resources. So that's more my thought. Basically, I just hate drag and drop.
Yep.
I don't like it either.
So cool. Maybe we'll get to that. Gaseous experiment choices. Actually, this is all. If you've seen any events, you've seen that the wrapping doesn't work. Is proper now. That was just a checkbox on layout.
Cool.
Validating ship explodes.
Your jump drives are not ready. Always appears. Check that.
Yeah.
No, I guess I haven't. I actually didn't. Has anyone else checked that one?
That's fine, and it should be right now. It needs to be like
No.
once.
Are we talking about the suggestion?
No,
yeah,
this
the,
was
the hover over tooltip
on which one?
on the jump drive, on like the jump
Yes.
drives.
Oh yeah, because it said the wrong thing, even though it was. Come
Well,
on.
okay. What is the suggestion?
So what happens whenever you hover over jump now?
Nothing.
That's
Nothing at
I
all.
think that's correct.
So let me get the scan in and then hover and then let's see.
Over the okay.
It's the button.
Not over this button.
Yeah,
No,
it's not.
I'm
it's-
not screen sharing. Shit. Never
Okay.
mind.
and it doesn't. It's fine, right? It's all hidden now.
Fine.
Okay.
It's all hidden now.
All right, that's validated. Efficiency cap. Oh god. This is such a hard one to test. The efficiency captain passive.
It wasn't that hard for me. I got to
It's getting the right specific amount of resources.
I
Because you
was
need
able to get it every time I had an efficient. I'll do it again.
Well, it's
if
because because it's just needing to be more than the efficient upgrade cost, but less than the normal upgrade cost.
I'm screen sharing. I can show
Okay.
it happening. So let's see. This is my only character that's efficient. Oh, never mind. That guy is too, so I won't use him.
Efficient.
Cool. So we'll upgrade reactor.
Wait, are you screen sharing? Oh, I'm sorry. I was on the wrong person.
Yes, I am. And I meant to do this.
Good
This
call.
is my person. Let's upgrade reactor. Let's get those monies down. Upgrade reactor. Upgrade whatever that is.
All right, I think one more upgrade should probably do it.
Whatever that is.
All right, you should be good now.
So this guy costs 10, but I've got 20, so I kind of need to spend a little bit more gas somehow. So if I upgrade this one, I should be able to upgrade again. And
Which
I
you can. Nice. Okay. That one's done. More clarity on the scuttle ability. I mean, just check
Just check the tooltip.
if you have a ship that has scuttle.
Does it destroy it though?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm just checking because there's two parts to this.
Man, the fully scanned everything quest now is so hard.
It really helps to have broad spectrum scanning or have upgraded your scanners.
But you can only do it once.
I know. Upgrading your scanners though helps a ton.
Upgrading your scanners.
Okay, I got a scuttle. I'm gonna test it.
Blow up. Does it blow up everything?
Once per game, gain blah 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 blah. Population move to another ship. It does not say anything about the ship exploding. That was the half of this card, right?
Yeah.
Was that explained?
Oh wait, is the narrative description not say you sacrifice
not.
the ship?
It
Is
did
there-
say in the narrative description. It didn't say it in the gameplay
Oh.
description. I never read the narrative description. I don't expect to find gameplay ramifications there, at least. So I'm
All right,
scuttling the science ship. I expect it to explode in 3 seconds. Oh, I guess I did that one. Yay! It worked.
All right, I'll change it to be destroy once per game, destroy this ship and gain blah.
Cool. Oh, I wasn't screen sharing, so that narrative was not helpful.
I mean, it was entertaining.
Oh, what metal do you have? Iron? Iron. Another iron. Asteroids have a lot of iron. It's the most common resource for asteroids.
It is like one
Well-
of 2 resources for asteroids.
Actually, no. There's actually quite a few. There's a reason why this is where I was like looking in that data about like why we're gonna. It's iron. There's nickel, but then there's other things of like titanium and.
Oh, you mean in like real life?
in real life? There's actually
Sorry.
quite a bit.
I was talking about in game.
Actually, well, they can only do metal, but there's subtypes now.
They could do
Yes.
metal and
Gas.
actually. Yeah.
Although I wanted to change, that's why I was like, had the suggestion over the weekend of like, oh, it'd be great if we had different types of asteroids,
Yeah.
because there is actually a range. There's 3 very common asteroids that there's actually quite a few, but 3 common ones, and one of them, 2 of them are actually just mostly all metal all the time, no gas. But there is one that is like a more of a an ice asteroid that has
Mhm.
some forms of gases stored in it,
Yep.
as well as metal, which it'd be nice to break that out.
The Expanse
Uh-huh.
taught me a lot about asteroids.
Yep, ice farming.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if systems themselves had comets, and so there was only a certain
Yeah.
period of time that an object was
Carl-
available.
Carl mentioned that, and that'd be great. I don't know how to make it look good and move through the screen properly, but it'd be awesome to do eventually.
I just like the idea of a planetary object that is temporary
Yep.
Yeah.
in a given location.
Yeah, I mean, I think both comets and just like meteors in general, like moving asteroids, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to use the event tester to test gaseous experiment and it crashed. So that does not seem to be a valid way to test anymore.
Really?
Well, at least it crashed when I tried to use gaseous experiment in particular. It might work in other cases.
Which I used it to test on.
You know what? I bet I
Friday.
just need to put the delay higher because it's probably trying to access the fleet while I'm in the ship picker screen. That would explain why it happened.
Yeah.
Time.
Oh
Whoa, Hans.
You have broken Discord.
no, that's my game.
What'd you do?
I turned down my effects quality, my shadow quality, and my texture quality, and then applied them.
We only support the highest quality.
I guess.
Hey, when you're picking ships, the
I'll add that
ships.
bug.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and repro.
Let me screen share it because this is kind of hard to explain. So when you're adding ships on the ship picker screen, when there are 3 ships, they are aligned with the top here. So I click here and it's cool. Oh my God, what happened?
Oh.
Hello?
I don't know.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we
Wait.
can hear you. We can
Yeah.
hear you.
Oh, my event went off and crashed the game.
Well, you're right. There's no ships to be chosen.
All right. Well, let me restate this a different way. When you're picking ships, and there's 3 of them, and then there's 2 of them, they're center aligned rather than top aligned, which is really annoying. That's all I have to say about that. I wish they were always top aligned.
I can try and fix that one.
So changing
Right.
option. All right, let's go to.
It just took a long time, a really long time, and now it's rebuilding shaders.
Yeah, in a shipping build, you don't see any of that stuff.
Yeah, you won't see it in the shipping build.
And it'll probably be a lot faster in the shipping build.
Yeah. So I'm gonna test. Whoa.
Discord. There you go. Trying to think. Asteroids. Nickel.
Captain!
You have iron. So an asteroid can give you metals of iron, nickel, cobalt, gold, platinum, and rhodium.
How shall we proceed? Alrighty. We spell proceed correct.
And does it say captain correctly?
Yeah, that's why I shouted Captain.
Captain.
I was excited. The event tester.
We learned to spell.
No way. Workshop is partnering with Marvel to do comics.
Whose workshop?
Games
Games
Workshop.
Games Workshop.
Oh,
Is doing what?
Partnering with Marvel to do comics.
There were-
about the Games
Oh,
Workshop
40K
universe.
comics and stuff like that.
There
Okay.
was a moment when you started that sentence that I was thinking Games Workshop was going to do Marvel sculpts, and I got
That's
very
that's what I thought
excited.
too.
And then you finished your sentence, and I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And also, oh god, I don't care.
There are sound effects when I press this button. Is that what the task was?
I believe so. The
Okay.
close button on the galaxy
Both
map.
of them do it. Yep. Validated.
God, I love the way our game looks now.
Oh, Hans fixed the timer bars? I want to see that shit.
Yeah, just as a reminder for the team, like as you're playtesting or just playing around in general, and you see cool screenshots or pretty things, take screenshots.
High res shot.
Well, both high res shot and shots with the UI in there.
That's true. I wonder if there's a flag for high res shot that will grab the UI. I should check
Well,
on
you
that.
can just, if you're full screened, you can just use print screen, and you'll
Yeah.
capture the entire screen at screen res. So
Well, yes.
I have a bug, I think. I just got 4 population for no reason. Should
No,
I be
that's
getting
the yes, that's what I was saying. The
Feature, not a
population.
bug.
That was a pretty crazy birth, actually. If you got 4,
Okay.
that was.
And then other thing, there is a thing down here that says alert timer bar should always be visible. It currently is hidden by the timer when it goes down to 2 hour around there. It's still not really visible after 1 hour. It still looks like it should be done before it's done. So I can show, if you're looking at this.
you can see the bottom wedge of it all the way. At least it seemed like it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me replay.
It's pretty
So
close.
I'd bring up the concern.
Yeah, it's an angled progress bar, so we could have it disappear while there's still progress showing. Like,
yeah, this is yeah, these progress bars are really weird. You know, in Street Fighter, the last 10% of the HP bar is like actually like 30% of their total HP. They extend it out so the game looks more dramatic towards the end. I wonder if we could do something like that, like fake our bars.
I had
Might
no
help with
idea.
it.
That's really cool, though.
Yeah, drama, man. Who doesn't like drama?
Well, actually, I usually don't.
The most
Sorry.
boring, Brandon.
I don't know, man. Keep your personal life tight.
How do I validate this one? I don't really know what it means. Shipping build. Need to translate ship type enum to readable name.
In the shipping build, do ships have names, or do they have like medical and frigate and science ship, or do they say ship underscore something something underscore obviously broken?
I would have to produce a shipping build that has this fix in it, which is not the one that we put up on Steam, I don't think yet.
Okay. I did all the other bugs, so I can't validate them. I'm done.
So did we say that the alert timer bar is validated, or leaving invalidate right now?
yeah, I can adjust it more.
I am not validating it because it wasn't really clear to me whether it met our goals or not. If someone else feels like it did meet their goals, then let's validate it.
Hey, Brandon, can you check it real quick?
Yep. I'm sorry. I just lost my train of thought. What am I checking?
Yeah. Wow.
I was just like,
Alert timer bars.
alert
What-
Do
timer.
they look
whether-
good when they go down?
Yeah, when they're about to finish, do they look like does it feel like it's about to finish and then finishes when you expected based on the visuals?
Okay.
Good morning, Brandon.
Oh, we're doing good. It's
Brandon, wake
going
up.
great. Oh my goodness.
It's the best.
I was like opening the game for a second, and I was like, midway through, I was like, what am I doing?
What
Why
am
am I
I
doing
doing with
this?
my life?
Why am I here?
Lord knows.
I mean, it's like the eternal question.
So I made lemongrass, Thai basil, young ginger meatballs, and they were amazing. They were just
That
amazing.
sounds super refreshing.
They were so good. So Operation Farm to Table is success.
Oh, dude, we're going again.
You guys went to a farm?
No, we went to farmers market.
Yes.
My population did what I
Oh.
expected it to. It did not.
For the second jump, population started at a lower
Yes.
number. Okay, cool. If you're in there now, you can start validating Will's bugs because he won't validate his own bugs. Like he shouldn't.
I think that should be called farmer's market to table.
Artisanal asterisk.
Yeah, okay, the bars are ticking down as I would expect them to.
Cool.
Did I submit that suggestion or bug? Is that why that's...
No, it's just Will couldn't validate it, so I needed someone else to. So I figured having you look at it would be good.
That's
I
fair.
felt iffy about it. I wanted a different opinion.
No, it looks right to me. I think the only thing I might say is that as it hits 1, the bar hides behind the circle, and so you no longer see any blue moving when it's
like
at
the
1 second to
last-
0. The
That's
last
like
bit of
the
it.
last 15
That's why I was
seconds,
calling
the
it
last
iffy.
15 minutes.
Yeah, but it's also like, eh. Like, I don't know if that's worth changing because it's completing.
So let me show. Hang on.
It doesn't seem like a big deal.
So
However,
here's why, just so everybody's aware. So that is the progress bar.
can I
Yeah.
pitch an alternative approach? What if we do our progress bar in reverse?
Oh, so it fills?
Right till it fills.
Yeah, because I think like the first second, I don't really care if the bar's moving as much as I want to see it close really well in the last second.
Let me see. I thought there was a setting for that. So left. to
Interesting.
right.
I
So
do
let's
think
see what
I
it
like
looks
the
like.
experience of it filling more.
Let's take a look.
It also means that we can have different language for things that are depleting versus completing.
Oh man.
That's kind of nice. I'm gonna bold gambit on the first jump. I died. Oh,
I mean, that
wait.
makes
I have a bug. So it's a bug that we actually discovered a long time ago, which is that when your flagship dies, you still see the next jump screen after you see the lost screen. So it goes lost
Oh,
screen.
this is probably a
jump
bold
to.
gambit specific thing.
Yeah.
The other way has been fixed, but this is a death on bold gambit.
Death on bold gambit.
Should I
I
write
love
that
it.
down, or is someone else doing it?
Go ahead and write it down.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like.
Oh, that's not really what I meant.
I meant filling it up, but this is already
Going-
better than the other way
yeah.
too.
That does look pretty good, though.
If this is the super fast solution to
what
it,
did you
this is a great way.
What did you mean though, Will?
Oh, I meant filling blue from left to right. So like the inverse of what it was doing. I don't know if that makes sense. Not
Oh.
emptying, but filling. So it's like the action is like you're filling up a bottle, and when you finish filling it, you finish the action.
I'm scrapping this run.
So I think what you'd need to do is go into the bind algorithm and do a 1- on the value that's going in. And that will inverse the percentage. Okay, so I'm trying to write this bug. When you lose via bold gambit, you see the lose
jump.
screen,
You see the
and then
jump screen on top of it, and then it goes away.
is that correct? You see the jump screen, and then you see the lose screen, and you want it to just be straight to the lose screen.
Yeah, it should probably not continue the jump if your flagship blows up.
Brandon, are you listening?
I am trying to listen, but I couldn't understand between the two of you. I'm sorry.
Okay, when you lose via bold gambit, did you see
Yes.
the lose screen first?
You see the lose screen first, then the jump screen fades into view, and then it fades out of view back into the lost screen.
Thanks.
I need to get new headphones. I'm sorry. Like my left ear actually has like a tinny like rasp to everything that I hear. Which is not great for audio editing, so I swap headphones all the time, but this one has a good mic, so that's more on me than you guys.
Are you sure it's not just your ear?
No, my right ear is the one that sucks.
Well, it's a
So
good
what I'm
it's a good thing your headphones are better in your right ear then.
Between everything,
You're a mess.
yeah, I'm just a mess.
Does the dismantle action take execution time now?
What?
Does
Let me
the
dismantle
dismantle?
something.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Hooray!
I
Do actions end on jump and on ship destruct?
I don't know.
They were already ending on jump. The thing I changed is if you blow up a ship that's doing something, it will stop doing something.
It does. It does.
Sounds really
Just-
stupid when I say it
just-
out loud.
Just checked. It does.
So did we make any decision what we want to do with the progress bars?
Do you mind if I do it?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's try filling and see how that.
Yeah. I'm
What
gonna switch
changes?
them to filling and then see
Okay.
if you guys hate it.
I'm gonna check it back in.
Do we carry pieces of a destroyed ship into the next system?
I'm trying to figure to do that.
The way that I reproed this was by killing a ship after pressing the jump button.
That makes
right
sense.
before it plays its jump animation.
yeah.
'Cause if you do it
That
too
makes
late, it will jump while exploding, which looks really cool.
So this is some micro-intensive cool effects.
Yeah, you press the jump button, then you immediately press K on a ship. You go, and then it explodes and disappears. Hopefully.
There we go. Something with long range scan. So I can get a system jump to.
What file is that in, Hans?
Fleet action in the UI folder. Not fleet actions, but fleet action.
Got it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I still had pieces floating around as the jump screen was fading back out. And they were destroyed once the jump was complete, but the screen had I was already looking at the fleet.
Okay.
So is it the
dang it.
wrong time? Is it deleting that stuff at the wrong trigger?
Yeah, because it should delete it
Yeah.
when it's showing.
Were
the
you
black
were you
screen.
backspacing?
Who are you talking to?
You.
Will.
I don't think so. Although it's become so ingrained in the way that I play the game that it's very possible. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm testing the bars. 1 second, I will look at that shortly.
Kick that back.
Okay, I'm gonna screen share and show you guys what I'm talking about first, so we can talk about whether it looks dumb. Okay, so I'm gonna upgrade this person's doohickey. Here it is in the corner. It's gonna take 30 seconds. Are you kidding me? Let's do something else. That's way too long. Okay, this one will take 10. So you can see it filling from left to right like a bar. And then when it finishes filling, the action's done.
I dig it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel very strongly. It's just another possibility.
Works for me.
Yeah, it works right for me.
Okay, great.
I think I really like it because it does open the depletion versus completion. That's all I want. Not that we're gonna do that anytime soon. I'm just. Anyways.
Yes, it has something to do with the backspace. Well,
It works when you backspace.
yeah, it doesn't work when you don't backspace.
Damn it.
Can we just turn off backspace for Will?
In shipping builds, it's gonna be blocked. So, because that's a cheat key.
Haha, suffer will suffer. Anything else we need to go over? Should we show the in process trailer?
The what trailer?
There's a trailer?
The in process narrative trailer?
I don't know. Do you want to show it?
Kinda.
Does it have your voice?
No. That's why I want to
good.
show it.
Is it voiceless?
No.
Yeah, show it.
Okay. How best to do this? Load it up first. Pause. Move that there. Alright. And then I add a thing because my life is hard. No capture. Source. Add new instead. Find me. You. Don't capture cursor. Done. Alright, it's on stream, so you guys will need to watch stream.
Stream. Sound on.
Our ravenous appetite for growth overcame our world, until our world could not sustain us. Now, we hunger for a new hope, under your wise guidance.
The war was terrible.
Supposed to be a black screen.
It scarred our people
I don't
and
know.
our world in equal measure.
Oh, wait. Shit.
Yeah,
No.
No,
I
it's
see it.
not
I see
supposed
it.
to be
It's
a
not supposed
black
to. I
screen.
need to figure out why it's doing that. Hold on. 1 minute. Sorry.
But it's okay because I have an ad running anyways.
So much echoing.
Oh my god, this echo is killing me.
So turn it off.
Okay, there we go. My first thought is that the voiceover sounds very romantic.
Which one?
That person is like whispering in my ear. I'm like, this is too close. Get
It's
away from me,
It's
man.
ASMR.
The
Sorry, guys. We're
ASMR
actually just gonna change our Twitch channel over to just be an ASMR Twitch channel.
If I
Oh,
can
God.
do...
I mean, was it
World's
too
first
much?
ASMR
So
robot.
like that might have been a more conscious part on my side when I was listening to the different take.
Was that you doing the VO?
No, what? No, but I
First one was
I
Tyson. I
cut
don't know
it.
what the second one
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I cut it because they essentially there are maybe 6 different tracks. And on each of those tracks there were 5 different takes of the same lines. And so I was listening through them and trying to take the ones that had the best or the least audio fragmentation. And also captured like a similar feel to keep an identity. And then tried to differentiate 3 voices.
Our ravenous
4
appetite
voices.
for growth.
It's a little harder
overcame
when
our
it's all
world.
recorded by 2 people.
Oh, there
You're
we go.
trying to create 4 voices.
Our ravenous appetite for growth overcame our world,
The sound?
until our world
I hear it.
could not sustain us. Now, we hunger for a new hope,
Wait, that's
under
Tyson's
your
voice.
wise guidance.
The war was terrible. It scarred our people and our world in equal measure. Our only choice was to follow you as you led us on a new mission.
Death claimed everything we were. It flayed our society down to the bone. You promised us an end to our suffering, if only we would leave this place. In search of a home.
That's it.
That's it. That looks like it's coming along quite well.
Yeah.
And then I heard Tyson's voice, and then I heard Patrick's voice.
And then you heard Patrick's wife's voice.
Huh?
And you heard
Oh,
Patrick. That's Brooke. Yeah. I theoretically have a few more VO recordings coming in. Santora theoretically should be getting us one. And
Supposed to see him
then
at lunch today. I'll ask him if he got it this weekend.
and then I have another friend, another couple friends doing it. I think so. I'll see when they'll be getting theirs in.
Cool.
But so yeah, that's where it's at so far.
So
I
all
thought
about-
the second and third voices did not sound awkwardly intimate. It was just the first voice for me. That's my quick feedback.
That is highly placed feedback.
Tyson
that
was,
Tyson was recording it.
was
yeah, when you say the
awkwardly
first voice,
romantic.
I was like, you mean Tyson.
Tyson,
Okay,
yes.
cool. That is the one audio clip that it did not work on. I mean, what can you say? Tyson's just got a seductive voice.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Very seductive voice.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
What you're saying is Tyson makes you feel uncomfortable when he's talking directly to you.
In the whisper voice, yeah.
He doesn't always talk to you in that voice. He always talks to me in that voice.
HR.
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 Standing for Hans Reifenrath. Cool.
Yep, and that's when you just take a swig of coffee and you just don't say
And
anything.
by coffee it's whiskey.
Yeah, alright.
And by swig he means chug.
And by coffee and whiskey, you mean not mutually exclusive.
True.
The coffee's just in an IV going straight to the veins.
I mean, it does kind of. Hans, do you still have your PopCap flask?
Yeah.
Because it says a lot about a company, and the fact that one of the company gifts was a flask.
I still need to send. I need to. Actually, I probably shouldn't say this on stream. I don't know if Tyson's listening or not.
He's not in stream so far as I know.
Okay. I still have his nameplate from PopCap, so I should ship it down to him. I have his and Jeff's and Dave Haas.
Oh yeah, you saved them.
I don't know.
I remember
got
that, yeah.
A few others stashed down there that I got to the desks before HR did. I should just have that mysteriously show up on Tyson's door.
It would be good.
Oh man, why did I think of mistakes when I left? Oh well,
I have mine somewhere.
I
have
should have taken
mine.
my nameplate.
I had effectively two because they changed. There was like the red one, and then eventually they changed it to a different like
Yeah, the
Cute.
fancy
Cute.
Zuma or
yeah
Jewel.
Zuma or Chuzzle or whatever stupid thing. But I have both of mine. I was like, no, you can't have these. Mine.
I think mine was Chuzzle. I liked the Chuzzle one. It was cute.
Yep.
Cool. I
Cool.
think that's probably us for today.
That's good since the stream is black.
What?
That's
No,
not
it's
black.
not.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Oh.
it's black for me.
That's well, your Twitch is breaking.
Broken.
much like all
Discord.
technology in your life, which is
Twitch.
broken.
It's funny that you work in technology when all technology hates you.
It does seem that way.
Oh, don't worry, Zengris. We'll show another
It's-
version of it, and the video will be up so you can see it. We post the videos. We post all the archives of the video, both here on Twitch for some period of time, however long it saves it, but then also on YouTube. So you can always check out what we do. And yeah, we probably should, but I don't want to clip it until it's the finished one, because that will
Yeah.
live forever.
Yep.
But cool. Thanks for
Awesome.
joining us. We theoretically have a bunch of people in users that I haven't seen before, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. For those of you who are not bots, I guess. And thanks as always for tuning in. Catch you guys
Right.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
See y'all.
Bye.